back. In this video, we're going to talk about neural flossing. And so I imagine that for many of you, this is a completely new term, new concept. Maybe you've never heard of it before. Maybe you have heard of it, but you're not quite sure what it is. So we're going to just give you a few examples of that. And of course, like always, how you can apply it into your everyday life, not just in your yoga practice. So Celeste, can you explain to us what neural flossing actually is?
Absolutely. So guys, I want you to think about your brain, and coming out of your brain down your spine is your spinal cord, and coming out of your spinal cord are all the nerves which feed into your hands and down your legs and even into all of your organs. Now nerves coming especially down your arms and legs, they can't be stretched, they can't be made any longer, but they do get kind of stuck and sticky in their connective tissue. So what neural flossing does is it gets them to glide, and this enables the messages from the brain to be sent and received so much more efficiently. You have three main nerves that travel down your arm, and you have one big one traveling down the back of your hamstring, which then branches off to the side of your lower leg and also the back of your lower leg. So today we are going to teach you how to target some of these different nerves in your body.
Yeah, so shall I just start off with...
Sure thing.
Okay, so the first one that I really like to do is if you have your hands in your namaskar position, which we do very, very often in our yoga classes, and just make sure that the elbows are in line with the hands. So you're not like in this kind of shape, but you bring the hands down so that they're in line with the elbows. And then you're going to keep them in the same shape, but then press the right hand into the left so that the hands slide all the way over to the left side of your body. And if you do this, you'll feel like a kind of stretching sensation through your arm. What nerve is this, Celeste?
This is your ulnar nerve, and just so that it's got a fancy name, but it basically is just along the inside of your arm. So if your arms are like this, it's this inner border where my little finger is.
Yeah. So then we'll just go ahead and slide all the way over to the other side, making sure that you're not letting the hands come up, but you're keeping them down in line with the elbows.
You'll feel your little finger will tingle, and then you know, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. And so there we are. That's something that you can do just in your yoga practice. You know, if you're standing in your samastitihi, just before you get started, do a little bit of neural flossing there for your ulnar nerve.
Absolutely. Next, I want to teach you about the one on the opposite side. It's known as the radial nerve, and basically it's kind of cheeky. You're going to turn your palm up to the ceiling, roll your shoulder in. It's like you're giving the waiter a secret tip. And what you want to do is you really want to try and extend through your shoulder as much as you can, and really flex through your wrist as much as you can. Now, to floss this nerve, your head is going to move away from the arm, and then back, away and back. So you're giving that cheeky tip to the waiter, and your head is nodding side to side.
Nice.
That's your radial nerve.
Yeah, so this is something that you can easily do while you're sitting at your desk at work. You know, just take a little break from the screen for a minute and do your radial nerve flossing.
How fancy do we sound?
Cool. And so the next nerve we're going to do is the median nerve, okay?
So this middle, down the middle of the arm to the middle fingers.
Yeah. So the way that we do this is just have one arm out, like straight away from your body. Fingertips lifting up, kind of like you're telling somebody, like, stop in the name of the law.
I would stop if you told me that.
Okay, so then, whichever arm you've got lifted up, you're going to take the head over to the opposite side.
Ooh, I feel that a lot.
Yeah, I feel that a lot too. Yeah, try and make sure that the fingers aren't relaxed, but you're still lifting the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And this is another one that you can easily do sitting at your desk, or, you know, while you're waiting for your coffee to brew or whatever. You don't have to wait until you're in your yoga practice, but then of course you can also do it in your yoga practice.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to jump into the legs next. I'm going to lie down to show you guys this one. One leg can stay bent and the other leg is going to flex up if you find this very intense, or if you find that it's okay, you can also stretch the bottom leg out. Don't be afraid, this top leg does not have to be completely straight. It can also be a little bit bent. You just want to take it to where you feel a point of natural tension. So for me, I can feel that it's about here. If I pull my toes down towards my face, I'm putting that neural tension on. If I point my toes, I'm releasing that neural tension. And to floss, all I need to do is much how I move the head to pull on the top of the nerve, I'm now just pulling the bottom of the nerve by flexing and extending the ankle. If you want to target the side, the peroneals, you can then also flex and pull the toes, kind of like a little sickle foot. Yeah, exactly. Flex and pull the foot.
Oh, I can almost feel it here, standing up.
Exactly. And that is your lower leg. Before we sign off, I just also wanted to talk about how you know if you really need these. Often if you're at your desk and you're working away, what you might find is pain, and you'll know that it's a problem with a nerve if you feel a distinct line of pain. That's usually a clue. This is nervy. Also, nerves give you more of an electrical pain or a burning sensation. It's less achy and more sharp. So just be aware of those sensations, and then it gives you a clue. I actually need to floss that nerve. But please be mindful, nerves are easily irritated. You don't want to do so much that the nerve becomes inflamed. Just gentle, little and often. Your nerves are honestly going to be so grateful that you're doing this for your body.
Yeah, good mantra to adopt, little and often, for all these types of movements that we're showing you.
Cool, guys. Thank you so much for watching.